ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
More than 50 surveillance cameras are coming to North County in an effort to make the street safer. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Lindsay Pena in for Steve Atkinson. The Oceanside City Council just voted to spend $500,000 on those cameras. ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is live with the details. Anthony.
That's right. City Council passed the plan unanimously. As you mentioned, it will cost about close to $500,000, but police believe that it will be an effective tool against fighting crime. The cameras will go up in the downtown area of Oceanside. They say the cameras will not be monitored 24 hours a day, but if an issue or crime comes up, they can view past footage. The recordings would be saved for a year. Now, San Diego had a similar program in place, but it was eventually halted after privacy concerns. I spoke with a group that had been vocal about those concerns. The group is not involved with Oceanside's proposal, but they say, like any camera surveillance system, people should be crystal clear about who has access.
How are you going to handle the data generated by these cameras? Who's going to have access to it? Is it going to be sent to the cloud, or a bunch of private employees, maybe not even in America, going to have access to view the footage?
Now, we did speak with several Oceanside residents downtown. They tell us that they believe, for the most part, that this is a good idea, that they believe it will play a part in deterring crime. Reporting live in Oceanside tonight, Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
Other local cities are doing this as well. Carlsbad has had automatic license plate reading cameras at 14 intersections since 2017. And as Anthony mentioned, the city of San Diego installed more than 3,000 smart streetlights, which contain cameras and microphones to collect information. But privacy concerns led the city to stop collecting some of the data last summer. Police continue to use the cameras for law enforcement.
Turning now to coronavirus and some good news about vaccinations here in San Diego County. Supervisor Nathan Fletcher shared the latest numbers today during the county's weekly news conference.
70% of eligible San Diegans, those that are of the age to get the vaccine, have received their first dose, and more than 55% of the eligible population has received their second dose or are fully vaccinated.
To encourage even more people to get vaccinated, anyone who gets the shot for the rest of the month will have a chance to win a pair of Padres tickets. Fletcher also said the county may move into the yellow tier next Wednesday. That would loosen restrictions 1 week before the state's tier system is retired and all of California can fully open up.
The county reported just 42 new cases today, while our test positivity rate dropped back below 1%. There are 4 more COVID deaths to report in San Diego, bringing that total to more than 3,700. The decision on how to spend $650 million in pandemic stimulus money continues to spark partisan battles in San Diego. ABC 10 News reporter John Horn shows how even a proposal to help kids pay for Little League is dividing county leaders.
Our leagues have tried to hold down costs to help our families who struggled with the financial burdens of the pandemic.
But Ken Sicalo says participation in the Claremont Hilltoppers Little League is down 15 to 20%. Families unable to afford the $120 to $140 registration fee. That's why he's backing a proposal from County Supervisor Jim Desmond to allocate $10 million of federal stimulus funds to help kids register for sports.
Youth sport participation is down in San Diego County, and I don't want money to be the reason.
The money would come out of a $650 million pot of stimulus funds allocated to the county. This is Desmond's third proposal for how to spend the funds. He's pitching $50 million to split the cost of some restaurant meals with San Diegans and another $40 million to help military families and COVID first responders with hardships.
There's a lot of competing interests out there, but this has been a passion of mine throughout.
The board will meet Tuesday to vote on how to spend the stimulus money, requiring a 4/5 vote. That means one Republican, such as Desmond, must sign on with the 3 Democrat majority, meaning the Republicans have leverage. A framework already calls for $85 million for homeless services, $50 million for small business stimulus, and $36 million for hazard pay for county workers. That part blasted by the local Republican Party as unfair to other essential workers. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
The framework already calls for $2 million to help kids sign up for Little League. A spokesman for County Board Chair Nathan Fletcher, a Democrat, declined to comment. And you can stay on top of any new developments with coronavirus by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store.
It appears an off-duty LA County firefighter had a long-standing dispute with the colleague he killed yesterday. Preliminary interviews with other fire station employees indicate the shooter and the fellow firefighter, Tori Carlin, had some sort of workplace disagreement. The shooter killed Carlin yesterday at the fire station in Agua Dulce and wounded a second firefighter. He then went home, set his house on fire, and took his own life. New concerns surrounding the stolen personal information of tens of thousands of Scripps health patients. ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner spoke to security experts who say the data breached in last month's ransomware attack could have long-lasting consequences.
Scripps said that it still doesn't know what's inside some of the remaining documents that it believes were compromised, and it will likely take several months to figure that out. Serious concerns now raised following this week's bombshell announcement from Scripps Health that personal information of nearly 150,000 patients was compromised during last month's crippling cyber attack. Mike Hamilton with CI Security said Wednesday there are two big questions.
Is there actual harm to the people whose records were disclosed, or were they just used as leverage to get the ransom paid? And then, what's going to happen in terms of the inquiries into executive behavior in terms of resourcing security prior to this event?
In a notice to patients Tuesday, Scripps confirmed that an unauthorized person hacked its network and got copies of documents before deploying ransomware. Health information and personal financial information was acquired, the letter reads. Hamilton and other experts said that when it comes to potential identity theft, focus needs to be put not just on the breached financial data, but on the health data too.
Yeah, you can change a credit card number, you can't change your DNA.
That information is highly sensitive. There's some diagnoses that maybe you want to keep private that you don't want put out in the public. And if somebody gets hold of that information, then they can do whatever they want with it. And I think that's what patients should be concerned about.
Kira Caban with Pretenda Security said Wednesday that because that information can't be changed, it's highly valuable.
Hackers in Scripps incident, if they got that information, they could sell it on the dark web and sell it for, close to $1,000 per medical record.
Another security expert told ABC 10 News if you're worried about your medical data, alert your health insurance provider about the cyber attack and monitor your insurance statements for fraudulent activity. According to Scripps, at this point, there is no indication that the data has been used to commit fraud. The hospital network is offering free credit monitoring and identity protection support to the patients whose driver's license numbers and social security numbers were affected. Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
A stern message for migrants about trusting human smugglers. Today, federal officials made a plea to anyone considering turning to a smuggler to get into the U.S. It's not worth it.
They will jam way too many people into a car, into a trunk, or in a boat just to make more money. They will direct you to hike in remote areas in dangerous weather conditions.
In the last 3 weeks alone, 4 people have died trying to enter the U.S. and dozens have been rescued.
Police are hoping you'll recognize the car involved in a deadly hit and run in National City. Today, Crime Stoppers released these surveillance pictures of the car that hit 81-year-old Leonardo Alcantara March 17th. Alcantara was walking northbound on East 8th Street and died at the scene. The driver didn't stop or even call 911. The car appears to be a dark blue or gray 2012 to 2015 Chevy Malibu or Cruze with some front-end damage. Call police or Crime Stoppers if you recognize it. Next week marks 5 months since Chula Vista mother Maya Millete disappeared. Chula Vista police released their bi-weekly investigative update today. They say so far they've interviewed 61 people, they've written 42 search warrants, and they've reviewed more than 85 tips. Police have also conducted searches in the area of 500 Hunt Parkway, which is near her home on Paseo Los Gatos.
San Diegans will have a chance to exchange their guns for gift cards this weekend. San Diego Police partners with the United African American Ministerial Action Council for the annual event. Those turning in a gun can get a $100 or $200 gift card, depending on the type of gun or a customized skateboard. The guns must be functional and unloaded and left in the trunk of your car. The exchange will be held Saturday from 8 to 1 at the Encanto Southern Baptist Church. The guns will be destroyed.